Have you ever struggled with the positioning of a search bar in your app? It can be really frustrating when things don't align the way you want them to. If that's you, stick around because today we're diving into a common issue with UISearchController and UITableView. I totally get it. You want your UISearchController to sit perfectly at the top of your view controller, just like in the Contacts app. But instead, it seems to be moving up with an animation when you tap on the search text view. You're not alone in this struggle. Here's the specific situation we're addressing. One user mentioned that they added a UISearchController to a UITableView header, but when they tap on the search text view, it moves up about 20 pixels. They want the search bar to stay at the top of the view controller while still maintaining the content inset after searching. Sound familiar? Let's explore how to fix this. So what's happening here? The issue likely stems from the content inset of the UITableView. When you tap on the search text view, the UISearchController animates its position, which can be confusing. Understanding this behavior is key to finding a solution. And don't go anywhere. I have a great solution coming up that will not only fix this issue, but also enhance your app's user experience. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. To address the issue with the UISearchController's position, the user should first ensure that the search controller is properly configured within the TableView header. This involves setting the search controller's search bar as the header view of the TableView. Next, the user needs to adjust the content inset of the TableView. This can be done by modifying the content inset property of the TableView when the search controller is active. The user should set the content inset to 0 while searching. After that, the user should implement the UISearchController's delegate methods. This will allow them to detect when the search is active and when it is canceled, enabling them to adjust the content inset accordingly. Finally, the user should test the implementation to ensure that the UISearchController behaves as expected. They can do this by running the app and observing the search bar's position during the search and after canceling. Fun fact, did you know that the UISearchController was introduced in iOS 8? It has since become a staple for search functionality in many apps. Let's make sure yours works perfectly. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution suggests adjusting the scroll view insets in the interface builder. Specifically, try toggling the settings for adjust scroll view insets under top bars and under bottom bars. This user found that turning these options off resolved a similar issue they had with the collection view. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. An alternative solution provided by another user is to adjust the scroll view insets. They suggest adding a specific line of code to the view will appear method. This line disables the automatic adjustment of scroll view insets. Now, let's dive into a different answer from another user. An alternative solution suggests adjusting the content inset of the table view when the search bar begins and ends editing. When the search bar is activated, set the content inset to 0 with a smooth animation. Then, when editing ends, restore the content inset to your desired value. That's it for that answer. Let's take a look at another one. An alternative solution involves creating a temporary UI search bar and setting it as the table header view. Before tapping the search bar, present the UISearchController to mimic the desired animation. Finally, when the cancel button is tapped, reset the table view's content inset to restore the original layout. Now, let's shift our focus to a different response. An alternative solution comes from a user who faced a similar issue with UI search bar in a UI view controller. They found that the default behavior of the OS adjusts the scroll view automatically when scrolling. To fix this, they suggest disabling this behavior in your view setup function, either in view did load or view will appear. This approach ensures that the UI search bar remains in the desired position without moving unexpectedly during user interactions. Here's a pro tip. Always test your layout changes on different devices and orientations. This ensures that your UI Search Controller behaves as expected no matter where it's viewed. And there you have it. With these adjustments, your UI Search Controller should now sit perfectly at the top of your view controller. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button for more tips and tricks. Happy coding!